2026 isn't just going to be a big year for Dead by Daylight. It's going to be the year that changes everything. We all saw the news. Michael Myers is officially gone. But here's the scary part. He's not the only one leaving. But on the flip side, we have a massive 10th anniversary coming up. Behavior keeps teasing a huge new killer coming to the game, but they refuse to drop a name. Well, that was until I did some digging. We're going to talk about who that killer is, but we're also going to talk about why the boring meta we've been stuck with for years is going to die for good. And finally, stick around to the end because I'm dropping the single biggest announcement in channel history. This is my 2026 predictions for Dead by Daylight. And for better or for worse, by December, you might not even recognize the game you're playing today. Look, we're not going to mess around, guys. Welcome to our 2026 predictions for Dead by Daylight. The first thing I feel like everyone wants to know about is who is the 10th anniversary killer gonna be? And I'll say this, Dead by Daylight has done a pretty good job keeping things under wraps. They've left some breadcrumbs for us, and I've connected a few dots, and I'm here to tell you my first prediction for 2026 is that the 10th anniversary killer is going to be, in fact, Jason Voorhees. And if you guys want proof, I have it for you guys. So first, let's look at something real subtle. The 10th anniversary promotional material, they have Trapper as the killer on there. Huh. Did you guys know that they originally made Trapper as a bootleg Jason? So this was back before they could get licenses, big licenses. They made like Trapper as a bootleg Jason. They made Billy as a bootleg Leatherface. But to this point, they never got Jason. Well, it makes more sense when you think 10 years of Trapper, what would be, he's the first killer in the game. How would you celebrate that anniversary than to get Jason as the killer? And that makes sense on why you wouldn't rework Trapper, one of the worst killers in the game, because you know you have something bigger coming in Jason. And the reason why they didn't have Jason in the past is because Jason's licensing was an absolute mess. You have one person that owns one thing, one person owns the name, one person owns the mask, but then they created Jason Universe. And I'm not a super brain smart guy. I don't know all this legal mumbo jumbo, but to my understanding, a couple of the IP holders came together to create an IP that you could license out to people, and they created Jason Universe. But you might be wondering, okay, he was in Fortnite, he was in Call of Duty, wouldn't he have been in Dead by Daylight by now? But I think the issue there is a timing issue. Dead by Daylight came out and said in an interview that it takes sometimes a year to a year and a half to create a killer. So this is not just a skin you can slap into the game. You have to think about balancing, you have to think about bugs, you have to make sure the killer's fun. And when we look closer at that timeline, I did more investigative work. Jason Universe was created May of 2024. Now, I imagine it takes a little while to lock down these licensing deals. Let's say it took them a year to get the licensing deal with Jason. That would set their agreement at May of 2025. Okay, and let's say it takes them a year to make the killer. That would put you at May 2026 for the killer being finished, which lines up perfectly for the 10th anniversary party in Montreal in June. Do you think they're gonna hype this up, rent this nice venue, bring these people out, these creators out for the Predator chapter? No, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make sense. The only killer that makes sense is Jason Voorhees. And I got one last bit of evidence if you guys are not convinced. People around the Jason universe say that Jason universe is just a cash grab, just a way for the IP holders to capitalize on his likeness. And I'm not here to comment on that. I'm not taking a stance whatsoever. But if that is true, Dead by Daylight has stated for a long time that the invitation is open for Jason to come by Dead by Daylight. So if Jason universe is a way for them to capitalize on his intellectual property, it's almost certain that Behavior would jump on that and get him into the game. So prediction number 1 is that Jason will be the 10th anniversary killer. It is true. But prediction number 2 is a little bit darker. We know that Pinhead was removed from the game. This was due to some licensing issues. The license had switched hands. We know that Michael Myers was removed from the game. This was because they're creating a game that is going to be like a Myers game, which would kind of be in competition with Dead by Daylight. That's not exactly the reason why. And I believe there's another killer in the crosshair. Did you guys hear that Blumhouse bought the rights to the Saw franchise? Did you guys hear Lionsgate announced a Saw a AAA game. Does that sound familiar? So my second prediction is that in 2026, another killer will be removed, and that killer is Freddy Krueger. No, I believe the pig is safe, and I have good reason to believe the pig is safe. The three key holders of the Saw franchise are Blumhouse, Lionsgate, and Atomic Monster. Dead by Daylight is creating a movie with both Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. They're in good standing together. They're working together, guys. And overall, the Saw franchise has been very willing to work with behavior. We've seen a blighted pig skin. We've seen a pig masquerade skin. Even look at the 10th anniversary promotional material here now. The pig right in the middle, right next to the 10th anniversary. That's something you have to get approved. You can't just toss the pig license up there. It was definitely approved. But who do you not see here? Mr. Freddy Krueger. Cactus pointed out here, we had 0 skins for Freddy. People have wanted voice lines. It seems like the Freddy IP has gone stale, and there's a reason for that. The license right now is a little bit messy. So Wes Craven passed away. His estate owns the Freddy license, but also Warner Brothers owns the international license. So I could see one of two things happening here. I could see someone going and buying the license from Wes Craven with the idea of making a Freddy Krueger game and doing the whole song and dance of trying to take him out of Dead by Daylight, make a competitive game, get some money. I could see that. But I could also see like Dead by Daylight trying to renew the license with Wes Craven's estate and them not really caring to renew it, and it ends up just like fizzling out and gets removed from the store. So it could be one of two things, but my prediction for 2026, my second prediction, is that Freddy will be removed even after the rework. It seems like that's the new thing. They get reworked, but they get removed anyway. So hope that's not true, but that's my prediction, and I do have 100% accuracy. So that's prediction number 2. Prediction number 3 is a little more positive. Do you guys feel that in your knees? Do you guys feel the shift in the meta that's coming in Dead by Daylight? Since I've been playing Dead by Daylight since 2023, Pain Res has been the one perk that has stood atop all other perks. Now, there's been times where they nerfed Pain Res, and for like a little bit, it dropped down from like number 1 to number 3. But Pain Res has consistently been the top perk. My prediction for 2026 is that at the end of the year, there will be a new perk on top of the perk list for the most used killer perk. And I'm not talking about Septic Touch. That's just an example. This is just metaphorical here. I'm not saying Septic Touch is going to be the next top perk, but Stranger Things 2 kind of blew up my prediction, because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I made this prediction basically at the new year. New Vecna came out with Turn Back the Clock. Turn Back the Clock is actually a pretty good perk. It's the gen regression perk where you don't even have to kick the generator, you just look at it. So I actually think Turn Back the Clock is gonna make a run for the number 1 spot. But my point being is I feel like there is a shift in meta. If 2025 was the year of rage bait and playing meta perks all the time, I believe that 2026 is the year people are going to realize it's time to have fun playing Dead by Daylight. Why do Dead by Daylight players play a video game just to piss themselves off all the time? They play it the exact same way every time. It's like, I get wanting to win. I want to win too, but this is the year that people are going to start playing for fun. Look, in 2025, it was easy to hate behavior. It was easy to blow up in endgame chats and people were just chill about it. Like, people just didn't even blink twice. It was easy to just be sweaty all the time. And I don't know, maybe we're in an echo chamber, because on my channel here and in this community, we always preach, like, have fun, don't take the game too seriously. And we've seen a lot of growth recently. So we're surrounding ourselves. Maybe we're just stuck in an echo chamber. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. The vibe isn't changing, but I hear everyone talking, all you guys, and it sounds like, to me, we got a group of people, and there's a growing group of people who want to just play the game to have fun. And I think my third prediction is that 2026 is gonna be the year of fun. Now, my fourth prediction and my final prediction isn't just a prediction. It's hands down the biggest announcement we've ever done on this channel. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention recently. I've been grinding a little harder than usual. We've been trying out different types of content, late tournaments. We've been trying out different things on stream. This channel was just me for a while. This channel now has grown to a point where it's kind of like a team. Now, you guys know Editor Faith. Editor Faith jumps in our Twitch chat sometimes, but editor Faith edits a lot of my videos, and yeah, I would say probably the majority for over the past year. And Tormento does a lot of people's thumbnails, but if you ever see a really good thumbnail, that's because Tormento does it. So, you know, I got mouths to feed here. I got people that I send work out to. So you guys may have noticed that I've been grinding a little bit harder, which is why our big announcement for 2026 is we are hiring one more person to the Straz team. Now, this is somebody I would say, how do I describe them? They're gonna need a lot of coaching for sure. A little bit of hand holding at the start. Definitely, I would say maybe like a junior intern at this point. We're going to train them up. This person is such a vital part of the team. I wanted them in person here to introduce themselves to you guys. So let me go grab them real quick. And they're going to introduce themselves as the newest member to the Straz team. Oh, are you? All right, guys. Welcome. Newest member to the Straz team, baby Straz. Let's go. Straz Jr. May 2026. Straz Jr. on the way. Yeah, this has been on the DL for what? 5 months. But if you've wondered why I've been able to play a little later, it's because South Loop Cast is asleep because, you know, the baby. So yeah, it's a baby boy coming in May. Super pumped for that.
Turn the lights blue. Turn the lights blue.
Turn the lights blue. Oh, that's a sick idea.
We got any May birthdays in here?
Yeah, any May heads out there? Whatever, any Tauruses? Let's go. So yeah, super excited to do this stream. I was like trying to figure out a good time to tell everybody, but what was your prediction for my announcement? So
Someone said it. Someone said you're pregnant earlier on.
Yeah, someone did say, I think Drunken Mel said it, but as a joke. Yes, I appreciate you guys.
Do a poll. You guys can pick the name.
Oh yeah, you guys can pick the name. Top gifter. Not playing. Get them straight into DVD. Okay, so here, Wesker, y'all are going crazy.
Wait,
oh my god. Rhino, thank you for the 5 gifted. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Onryo?
That's Sadako. It's a boy. I can't name him Onryo. That's so wild. Wait, what? Spooky Loops with the raid? Yo!
Hey, I love Spooky Loop.
Yes, I know. Wait, is this for real?
It's like the only Dead by Daylight player I know.
Yeah, that's the only. All right, so if you guys missed this is an absolutely insane series of events. My wife is pregnant, and we just announced it to the stream. Then I just got raided by Spooky Loops.
Let's go.
Dude, this is insanity. Yo, shout him out. What's up, guys?
Actual fan.
Yo, did y'all plan this? Yo, Raiders, what's going on? I appreciate you. Welcome in. Hey, how was the Spooky Loops stream? Is my beard as nice as Spooky Loops' beard? Yo, that's insane. What's up, guys? Well, a lot of you guys just met me. This is South Loop Cast. This is my wife. She's 5 months pregnant, and wow, welcome in. We're not even playing Dead by Daylight. We're talking about baby names right now. Name the baby Spooky Loops. I got you. Gotta run. Hey, Spooky Loops, don't apologize. Hey, go take care of things, and I appreciate the raid, my dude. Does your wife play DBD? She has played DBD once.
Not so fun when you have morning sickness.
Yeah, it's a little bit maybe too motion sicknessy.
Yeah, but fun. I thought Straz all about horror movies.
That is true. South Loop Cast is who got me into horror. All right.
The crazy uncle.
All right, let's play some Dead by Daylight, guys. That was crazy. That was literally the most insane timing.